Hello everybody and welcome back to the Zero to Hero Challenge. So we've got a few things to do today. I think just catching up with some harvesting and some grass work. So I'm not sure if I had explained it in the previous video, but I'm going to take a moment to check the animals, just check the... So we've got I've got enough in the sheep pen and the cow pen. Okay, we should be okay just now. I was actually thinking of doing something else, animal-wise, but I'm not sure. As I say, the chicken barns we're going to be putting on the third farm. But we have got a new expansion now, which was the Highland Fishing expansion, which I've added to this. So I'm not sure. I think we get items from that expansion on here as well. Just double check this. We should. We do. Highland cattle. So, so these are just like the Angus cows. These are bred for profit, these ones. I really want these. Being from, being in Scotland myself, it's something that has to be done. So I'm going to have to try and think of a way of putting something down for the Highland cattle, but it'll have to be on one of the farms. I don't want it to be out of the way. So, yeah. Right, one of the fields we need to do, if I can get to it, is this one here. So this is the sorghum field. Yep, sorghum field. So I'm going to set a worker on this one because we have got the fields over by the first farm that we bought needing to be done as well. So we have got our work cut out for us at the moment. Why are they lying on their side? Don't remember that happening. But up you get. There we go. So really, we are kind of going for getting the third farm. And yeah, getting the third farm really, and then going for the 5 million in the bank. We got 1,000 sheep in here. That would be nice. That would be nice. Right, let's get these. Get the wool pallets over. I'm not actually sure how much wool I've got in the actual storage. I forgot how much I've got. So I did try let's say I tried the new expansion for the Highland Fishing, but I just had a sort of quick run through it, just to have a quick look at it. And it seems pretty impressive visually. Seems pretty stunning. So I've seen there's been a lot of videos out on it, but I've not actually watched many of them at all, so I don't really want to ruin it for myself. There we go. I'm not actually sure. How many do I have in here? 24 pallets of wool. So 24,000 litres of wool. Right, I'll take this guy down to the sorghum field. Now the sorghum I'm going to be keeping for the chickens. Don't know why I came down that way when I should have gone the other way, but never mind. So I may keep it in the silo up here. I've got the wool to put in the spinnery there too, so we're going to make fabric. But we're not making that right at the moment. I'm wanting to get as much wool as possible. Right, now we need to get right, the forage harvest, the forage pickup, should I say. Don't even know, can't even remember what's in here. We've got, 336,000 litres of hay. Right. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I forgot. I forgot to mention. I bought the large field. This one here. Plot number 4, and it is grass. It's in there. All fully fertilized. It's been rolled and everything. That did take quite a hot minute. So yeah, that's all done. I think we could expand the grass fields, but we'll see how we get on with this one. I don't want to go too far ahead of myself because we have got the fields here as well that we need to utilize. So as I say, this one here for sorghum for the chickens when we get round to buying this plot here. Mainly, I mean, to be honest, mainly, I mean, because I've only got cows on this side and sheep on that side, it could just all be grass. Basic, just grass, really. But I would like to have, I do like to have a bit of a mix-up of crops so we can, do something for selling purposes and stuff. I did say I was going to dabble with carrots because I've never done many of the new root crops. So we will probably put carrots in number 13 here. Excuse me. And we'll see how we get on with that. So. No. Totally doing that. There, that's better. Right, let's go and pick up the grass. Now, all my greenhouses are all on selling. Automatic selling. So, not too worried about that. Right, let's get this picked up. I do really like this case tractor, but it can be a bit too fast. But what can you do? It shouldn't take long to pick all this up. So yeah, it shouldn't really be too far off now to get that third farm. I know I think it was around about 900 odd thousand. So it is. We do like we're way well off, well away off. But there's plenty of ways of making money, and we will get there. We definitely get plenty grass off this field as well. So if I get the amount of grass I do off this field, dear me, how much am I going to get off that big field? I should be able to fill that trailer with sorghum. Sorry, the harvester should fill it with sorghum, quite the thing. Should have plenty of space in it, I hope. We have got rain coming, but not till about 7 o'clock. So what I'll do is I will lower the time scale. Actually, lower that down to 5 because I don't want it to start raining by the time we get to this field up here. So at least I know I'm going to have enough hay to keep the cows and the sheep happy for a while, that's for sure. But yeah, I definitely will want to get Highland cows. That's a definite. I wonder if I could potentially have enough space up at the sheep farm to do that. But then again, I could probably just change the chicken farm for the Highland cattle farm. It's not going to make much difference. It's not going to make any difference to the challenge because it's a different type of animal, as per se. Um, yeah, but it's still classed as a cow, so. Right, I need to. I didn't check actually how much milk the cows, the water buffalo had. How much milk have they got? 4,000. Right. Also need to check the any productions that are still running. I don't want to be spending out the money on productions if I'm not using them. Nothing at the moment. I'll take a proper look at that in a little bit. I mean, there is always an option to make silage bales and sell the silage bales. We definitely get plenty of bales off of this. Maybe something we can look to doing in an episode or so. The way that I've been spending and earning money is just it's been I mean, I know it's a challenge. We've not really been restricted to how we make money. Um, the only thing we can't use is obviously government subsidy signs. But we're able to use the unrealistic equipment. So if we weren't using unrealistic equipment, I think this challenge, especially on this map, would take a lot longer to finish without the use of the unrealistic capacities. I mean, we can use small generators to get money in, but then you could just put an absolute mountain of those down, the cheaper ones, to make a lot of money back. So in a way, it's kind of still cheating, really. But right, last little bit over at the other side to pick up, and we are done. We're going to go put it in the dryer. I'm not going to bother with those little patches on the edge. I could pick them up again another time. The tractor goes that fast, it takes a lot longer to stop. Awesome. Right, that's that done. I mean, there will come a point when we have plenty money in the bank to purchase a possible secondary harvester for up this end, one for down the sorghum side of the map, or the sheep side, should I say, and one for up here. Right, just drop this back in here again. Right, let's go and drop this in the dryer. And that's that. Instantly do that. Right, see, turn that on. Right, so there's not much happening really. We haven't got a huge amount of productions. The greenhouses are all selling anyway. Um, so the farm production, I don't think I've got anything running in that at all. No, absolutely nothing. Right, okay, so we need to, it's the water buffalo. Oh, my goodness, that was loud. It's the water buffalo because they're quite slow at producing um, the milk. Even though I have, how many do I have in there? Yeah, I've got full capacity in there. Do, 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 do. So what do they actually have food-wise? They've got TMR in there, which usually is the best one for feeding to get milk. So there's no manure heap. Slurry 102,000. We could sell that slurry. I think I put a pit down there, didn't I? That's why it's looking like there's very little. I put a little pit down here. Right. Do we have somewhere a water bowser or a tanker? I honestly can't remember. If I do, it's probably sitting somewhere it shouldn't be. No, it's there. Oh, is it in here? How did I not see it when I was just round there? How on earth did I not see that? Oh, it's the sunlight. Yeah, the sun was in my face. That's probably why I couldn't see it. Right, how's that worker getting on over there? He should be. He won't be long before he's finished. Right. Now I know it's not the most hygienic thing to do, but I am going to put the slurry in the milk container. Why are you not connecting? You're not directly on it, that's why. Right. We'll go and sell the slurry at the slurry sell point. Let that fill up. Will it still be filling? Yeah. 120,000 litres so far of sorghum. Wow, okay. Wow. The sheep are producing wool like there's no tomorrow, which is great. I like that. Now, normally I would probably just store it in there, but we have got the storage point. Now, this here is for bales, for 500 bales. So, in order to, I would normally want to put hay bales in there, but hay and straw, hay and grass do the same thing for them. So I'm thinking if we do, haha, if we do decide to do bales, we could put them in here for the sheep to feed them with bales. But I only put that there just to fill up the decoration side of things of the farm. Right, we are filled up and ready to go to the sell point. Let's just have a look here a second. All the way down to Slurry. Slurry, there we go. The sell everything container, the Slurry sell station, liquid fill station. Liquid fill station, sell. Wow, okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to the liquid fill station. Is it this one? That is the liquid fill station, isn't it? Yes. Okay, we're just making sure. I don't know why it sort of stops every so often. Right, that's that done. Oh, couldn't even turn around fast enough. We'll drop that there. Right. Now, I was thinking over here to put the the Highland cattle, but it's just a bit too far out of the way from everything else, so I'm not going to bother with that. I've changed my mind on that one. Right, let's have a look here and see. We're almost done there. Right, once I get this field done, I'll get over there and get that field started, and I will bring you guys back in. Right, welcome back everybody. I have put the workers on the fields over by the cows. Um, One is doing the cultivating and we've got the harvester on the canola. So now I am thinking, instead of waiting until we have got oh, a huge abundance of wool, I think we'll probably just put some in we'll put some in the tailor shop or the fabric production. So I'll just store the sorghum in here. Should be able to store the sorghum in here, can't we? Yep. Oh, it's because it's dumping out the side. Right, that's that done. Right, what we'll do is jump into here, and then we'll just take some of this wool out. We'll take out we'll take out 8 to start, I think. Yeah, that'll be fine, won't it? Right. And then we'll transport these over to the down to the fabric store, and then we'll start getting fabric. I'm hoping I can lift 2 lots of this together. Yep, perfect. That'll do. I could probably just use an auto pallet mod for the trailer, but where's the fun in that? Aye, right. You can probably see in the distance there, you can actually see the fields being done. That's quite cool. Right. Where did I drop these off? Is it there? There we go. Right, how much does this place take? 45,000 litres of wool. Right, so we are going... Wow, okay, 1,440 cycles a month. Okay. Right. I have dropped the time scale down to real time because I was just a bit worried about getting that field when I got it finished, is getting the harvester over to the other field. It'd probably start raining at some point. So I didn't want that to happen. Right, next lot of wool. $3,000. Should be 4,000. Oh well. Right, so we are probably near enough over, well, just about over 500,000 short of that third farm, so right, hopefully it won't take long for that to start putting out fabric. That'll take us some more income. And we'll go over and check on the other fields and see how they're getting on. I'll need to get so I'll need to get equipment up here as well for the fields here. Um, I should have actually. I should have a chisel up here. Aha, I do. Right, let's get that on that sorghum field. And we've got the planter up here as well, so and it does sorghum, so we can put sorghum back in that field. So that's perfect. Yes, not going to complain at that. Seemed to be the only shed I could actually get on this area that would fit this chisels in it. Now, this one will take a little bit longer to do unless I have, which I don't think I do, is the weight for doing the fast farming, which I don't think I do have up here, so it's going to be a slow process for this one, but that's all right. Right, we get the workman on this one. See how these guys are getting on. Oh, almost done. It's almost done as well. So what I might do, I might take away that smaller grass field. I'm not sure yet, but I could. I don't want to go ahead and start buying too many fields. That's my problem. Because if I do that, I'm going to overwhelm myself with too much to do. So I think 4 fields here are fine, and then this one here for the grass, and maybe this 3 here would be sufficient. Because as I said before, this field here could be split between the sheep and the cows. Realistically, I could just do all the work required to turn this into hay. Um, but it's just it's probably going to be much quicker just doing it in the dryer because it's a fast dryer. So we'll just go over and have a look at that anyway. You see, that's done. It's done already. So yeah, I'll just stick with doing it the way I've been doing it. Just do the grass and then put the grass over. The cows will definitely need more feed in the next month. Let's have a look there. Do. I could just load it out with TMR. It doesn't cost much for TMR, you see. It doesn't cost a lot to get the TMR. And then that way, there is the option to leave that big field for just the sheep. Don't think I can get TMR. Yeah, TMR. It costs very little to start filling this up. So I could probably put another 100,000 litres in there. Might be a bit much. There, that'll do. So we can put 100,000 litres in there and we'll see what that leaves us with. Because they do tend to... So they didn't use all of that, so we'll just leave that there. Awesome. Right. Yeah, it's a wee bit slow, isn't it? Just don't think it's powerful enough to pull that. Never mind. Right, I will have to go and get... Oh, he's done. Right, okay. Hold that up. And they're done too. Right, I think I'm going to leave it here for today, guys. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. You're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit that notification bell. It reminds you of when I upload my videos. And it is completely free. And don't forget to share with your friends and family. So with that, I hope to see you all in the next one, guys. But until then, bye for now.